Okay, hi everybody. Let's move on from Kaizen. Oh God. Magus Bride. This was a great episode. Ooh. This was a pretty good one. Um, a burnt child. What was it called? My apologies. Yeah, a burnt child dreads the fire. This is episode 20? 21. A burnt child dreads the fire. Episode 21. This was pretty good. I found it interesting. It's actually kind of funny. Most animes nowadays they spoil a lot of shit in the opening, and Magus Bride is no surprise there. But yeah, season 2, episode 21. A bird child dreads the fire. Now, basically, this all has to do with Philamelo. Now, we have oh, I can't say her name. Aqualoin, the fairy. She's consoling her. She's kind of deteriorating, and we find out that she took her soul and she puts it back inside of her. Doesn't do anything. And sorry, excuse me. And what ends up happening is we have that scene happening, but then we go to um yeah, we basically go to Elias, and well, actually, no. Before that, we have the fight, the werewolf against Zoe. That was kind of crazy. At some point, I thought, "Oh my God, this kid's gonna get killed." But what ends up happening, Zoe is a Gorgon, so using the full abilities he has, he doesn't turn the werewolf into stone. He turns the nails that are in her side of her head, which is basically part of the curse, to stone, and then to frees her from the imprisonment. And she remembers everything. So I guess she's gonna go and kill the grandma. I'm not really sure, but she knows everything. After that, then we get into the nitty gritty. So Alkaloin shows up and she tells the children can go, but you can't, to Elias. And then Elias says to Chisei, go on ahead, I'll catch up. So I'm guessing he's gonna fight her, which surprisingly enough is what happens. He's like holding her, and I'm like, what the hell? Dude. Oh God. But what ends up happening is this. We get a lot of reviews. Because what's going on with Philamelo also coincides with Lucy. And I kind of had a feeling this of what was going on here. Based on the werewolves, based on her grandmother, the whole shebang. So Lucy notices the spider on the wall. And then she questions her about it. And she's like, why do you have this? And she's like shaking her. Like, yeah, that's right. And she's like really freaking out. And eventually she uses her powers. And then Chisei, and she's attacking them, jumps in, grabs Lucy, and they get sent inside of her. But because Chisei's there, she like turns into, I'm not joking around here, she turns into a tree. It was weird. But in this instance, we then get transported to them as children. And basically, Chisei is going with a child version of Philomela through these different instances in this area of her memories, of the things she's lost. And they go to different areas. They go to one with her family photo, one where she was locked in a prison because her grandmother's a bitch. A bunch of other. It's like kind of weird because this was shown in the opening, but you see in the opening, Chisei is not a kid. Here she is. But while this is going on, we also get a little instance because this whole business with Chisei, her memories get mixed into other people, which is surprising. All kinds of weirdness. Because you actually see her being picked on by kids, and then you also see her mother in a window. Holy shit. And they basically go and get pieces of her, and Chisei basically tells this childlike Philamelo that the reason why she's helping her is she sees how she used to be. How Chisei used to be is what Philamelo is now. So we have this whole business, and eventually they catch up with Isaac because they're all having these like trauma things, trauma issues, and trauma here, trauma there, or trauma everywhere. They do bump into Lucy, and you see Lucy, and she's a child too, and there's these cobwebs and shit. But it's a very damn right dramatic scene because the flashlight goes on that was given to her, Philamelo, and her grandmother's there, and you'll basically get the whole goddamn story. Her grandmother told these werewolves, she stole these werewolves' children, and forced them to go kill Lucy's parents, family, and steal the spiders. That's what happened. Of course, Lucy's pissed off at her and is arguing, like, what did I... And she's like, she's a little child, and she didn't know what to do. I mean, like... And then, at that point, they're talking to Philamelo, saying, what do you want? What do you want to do? What is your wish? And just when you think, oh, she's going to get out of this, the thing that she became comes out of nowhere, grabs onto her. Chisei tries to grab her, and she turns into petals. Now, this was episode 21. So we got about 3 more. 3 more episodes. But the preview shows... We see that stupid bitch grandma. And a few other things, I think. We see Chisei. We see the grandma. She's reading something. She's reading the book, I guess. So, there's a lot of things going on for next week episode. So, but overall, I thought this was really impactful and very dramatic and a lot of reveals, and you can see how it's funny too because everyone's traumas are on display. And I forgot to mention one more thing. Isaac basically tells Philamelo and Lucy, no one can, help you from your past. You need to seek help in that regard. So you get Isaac's trauma, you get a little bit of Chisei's, Lucy's, and Philamelo's. So it's an interesting concept to have where these characters are going through all this trauma from their past life of when they were younger. So pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, but more or less that's what happened in the episode. Overall, like I said, it was pretty good. I definitely give this... I give this a 10 out of 10. This was done very well. I can't deny it. It was done very, very well. So we should be getting some good stuff coming up next week. Because basically there's 3 episodes left of this. And 4? Yeah, 4 of Kaizen. But I have a kind of a feeling of I think I know what's going to go down in those 4 episodes of Kaizen. For this one, I'm not really sure how this is all going to go down. I guess they are going to save Philamelo somehow. We'll see. This is Bankai Night 22. That granny is a bitch. I hope she gets killed. All right. I'll see you guys later.